new generation. I'll say this, and
Son,
this is a hot take that I just wanted to get off my chest real quick. I do feel this new generation growing up is not like the old generation. And what do I mean? Like my mother, perfect example. My mother still calls marijuana reefer. I don't know if anybody out here
mm,
even heard that, if you're even old enough to remember that. Shout outs to
son,
you, or if you're young enough to not even
son,
know what that is. But she says reefer. So,
son. I take one. I give you one better. My mother calls it rabbit tobacco, son.
son, 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 the point
Yeah,
is that
rabbit
that's
tobacco, son.
how old people are that was making the laws and enforcing them for the people who are younger out. Because let's be honest, it's the young people enjoying it. I'm not going to hold you. There's certain people up in age,
Yeah,
30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. It's whatever. Like I said, if you want to do it with consent and you understand the consequences, you should be able to do so legally without any repercussions. This is what I want to do for me to me. Period. Now, the point is that when you come and look at it, it's like, yo, there's going to be a whole generation now that's like, yo, this is not what my parents said it was. Because one, I either went out and tried it. Because remember, like my mom, she never experimented. This is like, I'm not going to hold you. This is still, wait, I just want to be very clear. This is a gateway drug. It still is the gateway drug. But my parents still look at it as the gateway drug. And I don't blame them because there's a lot of people that don't know when to, they hit the races. Like me, I could stop here and be fine. This could be the last thing ever in life and I'll be good. There's some people that are like, yo, we got to go for the
fact.
next thrill. The next thrill. And then there's nothing wrong with that. Say you do a little psychedelics, a little DMT, you know what I mean? Little shrooms, a little acid. It's cool. But the point
Ain't
is, you should
nothing wrong with
understand the
making frog. You
consequences and
good?
do so responsibly. Now, the point is, my parents, or at least the older people, this I know it's a little bit long, a little winded, they were looking at this like you were going to start doing crack in like a week if you started smoking bud. That's what, because if you were old enough to remember, bro, they had commercials. Wait, dare to keep kids off drugs. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs, bro. They had a whole ad campaign put out just to discourage kids or just people in general to stay away from this stuff. So I'm just like, when you look at it now, all the money they spent, and now just due to popular culture, one, because that's one thing you can't control. Hip hop, the movies, TV, there's certain things, and then these certain lifestyles and people that they want to go and portray in TV and music and in movies. That, let's really be honest, they were very indulgent of bud. Regardless if you want to say, you looked at Pablo, he smoked a little bud. I think El Chapo got down. You listen to hip hop, that's all they do. Some of the best TV shows, Snowfall, Power, you feel me? It's all there. They're just, and when you look in all these places, all they're basically doing is just normalizing it. And when you normalize it, it just brings it to a new threshold. Like, okay, the shit that my mom and you feel me, that they was complaining about, like, yeah, this ain't that. Granted, as long as you know how to proceed with caution and do things responsibly, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry. That's my word.
Yeah, no,
But
I agree. But at the same time, bro,
my bad. I was just
it's
going on
just
a rant, man. My bad. I was just going on a rant, but it's just like,
nah. It's still weird to me, bro. Like that shit was done,
huh?
and it wasn't even spoken about. Like they would like
Yo,
no.
your
The
your
thing that
camera
blows my
froze and you're
mind.
going
Yo,
in and out. So I don't know what happened. But
you
just
hear me
give me an
now?
update, my brother. But we're
Can
gonna
you hear
move
me?
on. I can hear you now. You just jumped in.